Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. Mustard fried fish is on the menu today. Here's what you need to make this mustard fried fish. Of course, you need fish, mustard. You need some seasonings, onion powder, garlic powder, sazon, seasoned salt, whatever you want to put on your fish, black pepper, whatever you normally season it with. Of course, you need some cornmeal, some flour, and some oil for frying. All right, you know what I always say, ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get to it. All right, so you want to wash your fish off. You want to dry it really well. Now, what you want to do with this, you want to eyeball it. No particular measurements. It depends on how much fish you're making. And it just depends on how much mustard you want to put on there. So it's going to be by preference. Now, that water in the bowl is just a little bit from the fish. So I'm going to soak that up with a paper towel because I don't want the mustard coming off the fish, because that's what's going to happen. It's going to come off. So, all right. So now you want to coat your pieces of fish really well. So after you put all of that mustard in there, you want to make sure you get your hands in there and you get that mustard evenly over every piece of fish. Easy peasy, right? Yep. All right, so rub it down nicely. All right, and that's all there is to it for this coating. Just want to make sure you get this initial coating on there and that it's coated extremely well. So you got mustard all over every part of the fish. All right, so now put a cup of cornmeal, quarter cup to a half a cup of flour. So I never put the even amount. I put more cornmeal because I like a cornmeal coating on my fish. So I put more cornmeal than flour. So as you can see in there, I got a few breadcrumbs in there too, but you don't need that. You just need the cornmeal and the flour. So that's a preference of mine. That's why I didn't list it in the ingredients. All right, a little bit of that sazon seasoning in here. So a little bit of whatever kind of seasoned salt or salt you're using. A few of the seasonings in here. But I've got that those breadcrumbs that's already seasoned. They're Italian, so I don't want to put any more or anything else on the outside of the fish. I'm fine. All right, so now we'll pull the fish back over here. Of course, we coated it in that mustard already. So now we want to season it. That's garlic powder. You can be heavy with the garlic powder if you like a lot of garlic. So here's what I do want to say though. When you are seasoning this with this mustard on it already, I got the sazon seasoning right there. So it depends on how salty your seasoning is. You don't want to put a lot, so you don't want to oversalt your fish because you've got a little bit of seasoning in the cornmeal mixture, and so you don't want to put like so much on the fish that you're going to make it salty. You're going to lose your flavor of the fish if you make it too salty. It's not going to be good, and then you're not going to be able to put any hot sauce or anything on it either. So seriously, so you just want to make sure you lightly season both sides of that fish. All right, onion powder. So my choice, garlic powder, seasoned salt, onion powder. So it just depends on what you want to put on yours. It's quite up to you. All right, so now you got them in the bag already. So now what you want to do is you want to get them coated evenly. You want to get them coated very well. And at this point, you want to make sure that your oil on the stove, it's already hot. So you don't want to get it above, if you're doing, if you're measuring the heat, then you don't want to go above 350 because you're going to burn your fish, possibly, if you turn away from it. So you just want to be really careful. You do want it to bubble up when you put it in the pan, though. You want it to really sizzle when you get it in there. All right, so that's just me making sure that my coating did stick to my fish, because I did not use the egg in it. So I did not use flour, egg, breadcrumb, or flour, egg. Well, not flour, but like flour, egg, cornmeal. I didn't do that, which is the way that you could do it, which would give you a nice crispy coating on there. All right, my people, so the oil is hot. As you can see, it's bubbling, baby, so it's ready. So at this point, we'll start getting our fish in. You don't want to overcrowd your pan either. So you want to make sure You don't put too many in here, so you're not moving these and stacking them on top of each other. You don't want to do that. So that'll be my limit right there. 3, that'll be my limit. It's a pretty small pan, so that'll be my limit for that. As far as getting, as far as how many pieces of fish we'll put in the pan. Because I've seen people where they just squeezed them, they moved it over, they put another piece on the side. Don't do that. So for that size pan, that's a smaller pan, it's good enough. Alright, so you're going to let this fry. This is whiting fish. If I haven't said it before, it's whiting fish. So it's got one little thin line of bones on each side running down, which you can pick out. And then it's got one big bone in the middle. And once you take that out, this fish is pretty much boneless for you. So the thing is, when you open it up after you've cooked it, it flakes. So if you cooked it correctly, when you stick your fork in there and you open up the fish, you should get flakes of fish, but firm. So it's not a mushy fish. If you open up your fish and it's mushy, then you've damn well overcooked it. So you want to make sure you don't do that. You don't want to overcook it. So I'm going to time your fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it down in the description box below. So I'm going to tell you what I use. I'm going to tell you how long to fry the fish for. I'll tell you everything. So you can just take a look at it. But right now you can just watch it, while it cooks, and you don't have to worry pretty much about trying to remember how long to cook it and details like that. So you can use the same method. This mustard fried fish, you can use any kind of fish you want to use. So you can use catfish, tilapia, the whiting like I did, or any other kind you might want to use. Alright, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for me. I would really appreciate that. And thanks for watching. Alright, so just watching now, just letting it get as crispy as I'm going to get it on that side. This is some fish that I probably won't turn a lot, but you turn it as many times as you need to. That's my saying, turn it, don't burn it. So turn this as many times as you need to turn it. Now the reason why you want to make sure your oil is hot too is because you don't want to put it in there and your coating comes off. So that's what you don't want. If your coating comes off, one of two things: your oil wasn't hot enough, number one, or number two, you've got too much of something or not enough. So you've got maybe too much cornmeal and you needed to put a little more flour, or you should have used the egg with it. So you should have done the flour, the egg, and then the cornmeal / breadcrumb mixture, something like that. So don't panic if your coating comes off, because you've got a chance before you put the other fish in to fix whatever your problem is. So you can always scrape the coating off your other fish, and I'm not kidding either, because don't waste any food. And you don't want fish without a coating on it. That's what we eat it for, that crunchy coating on it that we put the hot sauce on. So you just want to, be really careful. So we're going to let this fish fry a couple more minutes. I'm going to turn it, let it fry a couple more minutes. But right now, I'm going to show you what it looks like once I've plated it. Thanks for watching Savory Spices. See y'all next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.